Nikki Bella and Finn Balor is headed to SummerSlam for a WWE Championship #1 contenders match. Smackdown is over, let's talk about it. We had a match between Brie Bella and Paige. Why? No. Oh my god. Brie Bella and Laney Reed. That's right. Wow, I cannot talk. The match ended in a victory roll-up for Brie Bella, which I do not like, having one half of your tag team champions take a pin like a week after they won it. I really don't like that at all, and it feels like it was unnecessary. I feel like if Fatal Influence costed Brie Bella, that would be a lot more of a reason for Nikki Bella to return. But nonetheless, Nikki Bella is back, and we got confirmation of a 6-woman tag match at SummerSlam between the Bellas and Paige teaming up against Fatal Influence. And hopefully after this, Paige and the Bellas separate. Paige goes and does her thing. Maybe goes and has a feud with JC Jane or something like that. I'm very glad to see Nikki Bella back, though, and healthy, and I'm really excited to see what the Bellas can actually do now that both of them are good to go. In the main event, we had Finn Balor versus Damian Priest versus Royce Keys versus Trick Williams. The winner goes on to face Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, and the winner of Sami Zayn versus the winner gets a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship, and the winner of this Fatal 4-Way was Finn Balor. And honestly, I think this was the right decision. Trick Williams is already your U.S. champion. Hopefully is already going to be having a match at SummerSlam. Damian Priest is firmly in the tag team division, and Royce Keys already has a match. So I think this was the only real good choice. And I think Sami Zayn and Finn Balor are going to put on a banger of a match. And I actually don't know who's going to win, because I feel like they might want to run back Finn and have Sami continue spiraling even more. Speaking of which, he had a really good crash out moment on this episode of SmackDown. But I could also see them wanting Sami to win to continue paying off that storyline and having him actually finally get his shot. This was a really fun match, and there were moments where I thought each one of them was going to win. They built even more to the 6-man tag match by having another brawl ensue, having Jacob Fatu cost Royce Keys the match. So this was good. Just all around a win for everyone, I think. In the opening segment, we had Gunther and Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis actually cut a really solid promo on Gunther, and I'm so hyped for this match, and I don't know why. I see a lot of people also saying that, and I kind of just have to take their word for it, because people are saying Nick Aldis is so good in the ring, and you're going to be surprised by how good he is. I've never seen him in the ring, so I don't know how true or false that is, but I'm very excited to experience it. It, of course, ended in a brawl like every contract signing in the history of the WWE. Gunther hit a low blow when Nick Aldis was getting the upper hand and powerbombed him through the table. I also wonder, is Nick Aldis going to be Def Rebelled? Is he going to be using a theme song that he used to use? I'm not really sure. Is he going to go by Magnus, or is he just going to go by Nick Aldis? And Gunther basically threatened, I'm going to kill your career. So it seems like it seems like this match, if Gunther wins, then Nick Aldis just goes back to being a GM. But he was already relinquishing his GM duties to Adam Pearce until he was done with the match. Then he got them back. So I'm so confused. But if this is if that's supposed to be the big thing here, is Gunther's killing Nick Aldis's career. Wow, congratulations, man. You killed Nick Aldis's career. That's so impressive. No offense to Nick Aldis, but you go from AJ Styles, John Cena, and Goldberg to Nick Aldis. There was a weird backstage segment with LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo Sikoa, where LA Knight and Royce Keys were getting a little bit heated, and then Solo just started absolutely glazing both of them like he was their hype man or something. It was weird and it was unnatural, and that makes me think that Solo might be turning on them in the match. So now I think it's an even stronger possibility of that happening. So that's something I'm definitely going to be keeping in the back of my head going into this match. This might have been my favorite moment / match of the night, and it was literally like 5 minutes long. There was a match between Kiana James and Chelsea Green, and the winner goes into the interim women's championship ladder match, and Chelsea Green is your winner. And oh my god, I did not think somebody like a Chelsea Green would get added to this match. Michael Hayes is screaming, fist in the air, all mad that Chelsea Green is in the main event scene like this. Oh, that was Chelsea Green in the main event scene. Anyways, that's what the hot take says to Michael Hayes right now, and it's a gif of a little girl screaming. Bro is probably furious right now, but I am so happy, and you bet your absolute buns I am rooting for Chelsea Green in this match. Tell me that Chelsea Green would not put on the most entertaining 3-week reign you've ever seen. This was absolutely incredible, and I'm glad they redeemed themselves at least a little bit after choosing the two wrong winners last week, Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Speaking of Tiffany Stratton, we had a backstage segment with Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe. Finally! And Blake hinted at coming after Tiffy's title, and this goes along, if you watched my video earlier today, Latte's Vision, the original plan for SummerSlam was Tiffy versus Blake for the US title, and they obviously scrapped that idea, and I really wish they didn't. I can't wait for this match to happen, though. Then we had a promo with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, but the whole reason there was tensions here is because Cody was about to hand him the mic, and he dropped it on accident. Come on, we gotta do more aggressive stuff than you hit me in the eye with the title, and you dropped the mic while handing it to me. But I said this before, I'll say it again. If it gets us to one of these two turning heel, I'm all for it. Do I wish it was we were getting there in a better way? Yeah, absolutely. But at this point, you gotta take what you can get in WWE. The hot take for this one is I'm looking forward to CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, not just because it'll be a great match, but because once Punk retains the championship, hopefully Cody pivots away and goes on and goes off to a different path and eventually turns heel. And I do think Cody should not win here. Absolutely not. And he should go do something else after SummerSlam, 100%, and he should turn heel, honestly, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I think everybody is tired of Cody Rhodes being in the WWE Championship scene and winning it constantly. It has literally been like that for, I'm not joking, 3.5 years. Then we had a number one contenders match. The winner goes in the ladder match, Charlotte versus Nia, and this was just so unbelievably stupid yet again. Surprise, surprise, Jade Cargill got involved. That's not the part I'm mad about. What I'm mad about is Jade intentionally attacking Charlotte right in front of the referee, just like Charlotte did last week, and literally gifting her a free title shot. You are supposed to hate each other, yet you come in, cause the person to get DQ'd, and give them a free win. You are quite literally, handing them a title shot on a silver platter. So they must secretly be lovers or something, because why are they doing this? They are giving each other free title shots. It is so unbelievably stupid. And then Jade and Beechin attacked her after the match. Surprise, surprise. The hot take is I really wanted to see Jade vs. Charlotte at SummerSlam, and I did too, and they had no reason to abandon it. You want to know why? Because you don't need to put Jade and Charlotte in the ladder match. You don't need to do that. You can have them keep their match. How about you put in some young rising stars into the ladder match instead of established stars? Why? This is literally the perfect time to experiment with someone new and young. They're an interim champion. You shouldn't be putting established stars in this match. Put in a Julia, a Kiana James, a Chelsea Green, a Jordan Grace, a JC Jane. There's so many different things you could have done, but instead you're just putting in main eventers who have already recently been champion, like Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, and Charlotte Flair, who's won the thing like 20 times. But yeah, I think this episode was solid, I guess. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and bye.